Well, we've got a choir invitational concert on Holy Ground, and with me today to tell us more about it, she's helping to organize it and get it all together. We've got Mary Blanche with us. So thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
How'd you get this idea for On Holy Ground, this choir concert with church choirs? How'd you get that together?
My marketing brain sometimes, I don't even know. Dear Lord is all I can say, divine intervention. But Father David Ross, of course, is the pastor there at St. John and St. Rose, and as part of the music program, he said to me, he goes, I want to do something different with the music program this year. Can you come up with some ideas? Well, we used to do this all the time back in the 90s and the 80s and stuff. St. Gerard's used to have it, a couple other churches. We do a church choir invitational and just do a choir concert. And so I said, let's do that. And he said, great. That sounds like a perfect idea. So that's kind of how it was born. And then suddenly he realized that I had been writing some Christian music, which I hadn't really put it out to many people yet, because I was still in the formulating stages and trying to feel my way through some recordings and figure out if this was going to work or what I was going to do with it. Maybe it was nothing except a whim. And he said, nope, I want you to, the first time that your songs are done, I would like it to be at this concert. And I'm like, oh.
There's some extra
now
pressure
there's
for
pressure.
you. Yeah,
Exactly.
really.
So that's kind of the way it was birthed. It was originally birthed to be called Let Us Sing to the Lord, and I was ready to put all the marketing out and having a conversation with a dear friend of mine that's a pastor's wife, and we had been talking about On Holy Ground, which is one of my all-time favorite songs by Jerron Davis, and he's one of my favorite composers, and all of a sudden she goes, you're looking really funny. And I said, you know what, the Spirit just dropped in me and said, I got to change this. And so it became On Holy Ground. And of course, that is the opening of the concert. I have added 5 praise dancers from varying churches that I've choreographed and trained over the last 6 or 8 months to work in that number, as well as in the opening of the second half. I've put together a praise team, friends of mine that I sang with at 4th Street Baptist and 2nd Baptist and Fellowship Baptist. So the 5 of us have come together to do praise team. And the community choir will be involved. And then, of course, the second half of the concert opens with the very first song that I ever wrote.
Well, that's
no
good.
pressure there either.
Yeah, really, exactly.
So, and that's got the dancers and the community choir, etc. It's called Let Go, Let God. So we'll see. I'm doing 2 of my numbers solo, and then the praise team will be doing 2 numbers. We're doing an a cappella piece.
Oh, fun.
Really brave, you know, called Come On Down. It's a Holy Spirit song, and that's another part of the beginning of the concert.
So when other churches heard about this, they're like, yeah, my choir, we want to be involved.
We invited 30 churches and anybody else who was interested, but we actually sent invitations, the registrations to 30 churches within the city, because what we really want it to be is unity within our community. There has been too much, you know, we're white, you're black, you're Chinese, you're what? No, it's a God concert. It's about God. It's about Jesus Christ and our faith. And faith is God-based. Religion is man-made. You know, Father Ross has always been of that persuasion, myself too. I mean, we're Catholic, but I don't teach Catholicism when I teach VBS. I teach God. And so we want to bring unity to the community, especially down in the St. John's area, you know, where there's been so much upheaval and so much consternation going on that we just really wanted to join. And yes, so 4th Street Baptist was immediately on board, and 2nd Baptist and Shiloh and 11th Street. So we've got a good blend of different.
Sounds like it. All right.
It's a free concert, so we're hoping
what I was going to say. Tell us the
everybody
date.
comes in. It's April the 6th, so it's coming up in a couple of Saturdays at 7 p.m., of course, at St. John's Catholic on South Main. It's across from the Lima Towers.
And
starts at 7 p.m. Yep.
And enjoy this music, right?
Yep.
It'll be a great day. All right.
hope.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.